In London, the Desford Band prepares to play Free-for-All on the museum steps to the assembled press and public. It's a complex piece of music, and they're more determined than ever to get it right, as Michael Nyman himself is conducting.
These are different faces.
Good. We'll speak to Michael Nyman if we can.
So what's the largest band you work with here?
30, up to 30.
Because I'm just wondering what a sort of big band arrangement.
Oh, it'd be great. Yeah.
So why don't you do it? Why don't you just hand it over? Because I don't know all those, you know, tenor horns and euphoniums.
Okay.
And why don't you just do a kind of very heavy job on it?
Okay, we'll do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the second session of the contest for today. May I repeat what I said this morning, that the results will not be announced until the prize presentation at about 5:15 here in the Empress Ballroom.
Dean Sargent, band leader, is not a happy man.
I think we felt a bit untidy in the fact we haven't got proper uniforms. Due to the circumstances, you know, we've only got half a set, so
it's good in places, but could have been better.
I was a bit disappointed in my own playing, and there were a few loose ends around the band. But I suppose for a first run out with the team that we've got now, it was a good effort, really.
Anyway, not for it.
I wouldn't think it was good enough to win. I'd be very surprised if we win, but.
I would like to have done a concert before we went out. We've done 6 months rehearsing the banjo and not played out at all, and I think they needed it. So like, you know, like a racehorse, it needs to run before it gets to its top, and I think that's how it was. So I'm tad disappointed, but satisfied overall.
We're just going to pop round back into the bar in the Winter Gardens, just have a beer and just try and relax a little bit, and then the results I think are at 5 o'clock, so we'll find out then, won't we?
So it's 4 long hours before the contest results are due. Plenty of time for drinking and socialising, a vital part of the banding world. Back at the V&A, the band have moved inside to tune up and prepare for their next set. Bolstered up with Dutch courage, Snibston anxiously await their fate. Finally, it's results time.
In third place with 188 points was the Harworth Brass Band. In second place with 187 points was the Hatfield Wilfreda Beehive Band. And now the band that wins the British Coal Corporation Challenge Trophy with 189 points, very, very well deserved as well. The best band of the day today, in first place, Snibston and Desford College.
Performance. Really enjoyed it. Waiting to see the remarks.
Thank you very much.
What can I say? Gobsmacked. Absolutely.
Sorry, Mark. Feel good. Absolutely brilliant. First time I've ever won a contest in 12 years of playing.
First win ever.
Yeah. Absolutely brilliant.
2 words, we're back. We're back.
With a vengeance.
This is Sid, everybody. So, yeah, we won, it's great. We're all up for a few beers.
I'm just lost for words, you know. I mean, we're back in business, aren't we, really, now? It's great. It's a fantastic team effort. Sid especially, big thanks to Sid. He's played such a big part in that, getting us back on the tracks. And, you know, this stands us in good stead, certainly for next year's area. Good result there, and then we're going to start getting back into the first section, I'm sure of it, if we keep these guys together.
The Real Blast-Off continues next Sunday at 4:45.
Now on Carlton, The Real Blast-Off.
This week we meet Dean from the Snibston Band. Can he and the others beat the local competition in Leamington following their national success in Blackpool?
Sorted the coffee out? Yeah. That's downstairs. Oh, you didn't expect me to get it for you, did you?
Also, how a 5-piece from the Desford Band cope when they go back to school. And how Peter Smith, the determined chairman of both bands, gets on in his quest for funding. He's a desperate man as money's tight and the band's finances are in a very precarious state.
I've had this idea for a long time. There's pots of gold buried in all the fields, and that my job is to try and find the path. They put a maize factory in front of it, and unless you're sort of a humpback bell ringer, you've got little or no chance of getting any of it.
In a former life, bandsman Dean Sargent was a pop star. Life today is more about family than fans. But will his son Brad recognise him in the publicity shots?
Short hair.
Oh, some hair or no hair?
No hair.
Hey.
It's just as well.
You want to make the most of yours, because if you turn out like me when you're older, all this will be gone, mate. Okay, look at Daddy's face on here. Looks like he's had a bad day here, don't it? He's in a bad mood. Look at that grumpy face. Hey.
That's his weekend.
I get grumpy.
Yeah, very grumpy on there, look. Mean and moody, I think they call that. Crikey, look, it looks like a pineapple.
I remember sitting in the recording studio with Boy George next to me on a Thursday night watching Top of the Pops and you know, I thought, is this really happening, you know? We were chosen as the support band for the next UK tour. I think we did about 12 dates across the UK, but it was a fantastic time, you know, sell-out gigs everywhere and screaming women and, you know, not a lot of sleep. Didn't make any money, but we had a lot of good times, yeah. I'm happy with the music in my life at the moment, really. I've no regrets that things didn't work out for the group. It would have been a different story if they had. Who knows what would have been, you know. I wouldn't have had Ellen, I wouldn't have had Brad, so I'm grateful that things have turned out the way that they have.
Flushed with success from Blackpool, Snibston are confident about competing in Leamington Spa.
Wormwood Scrubs, I think. So, as you see, there's a few pages on here. We've been around a bit, you know. We've been to various contests, and we've had some great times, you know. We've had a lot of days where we've been down in the dumps, and we've had a lot of times where we've been up in the air shouting and throwing beer about. But we don't know what's going to happen today. We just want to relax. We want to put out a good performance that I think we know we're capable of with the team we've got. And if we can win, that'd be a great way to finish this year off contest-wise. And we can look forward to building and preparing for the area early next year. That's the best we can hope for, really. Just try and relax and have a good day.
The world spins on, and Peter Smith has arranged a frantic day of meetings. It's a race against the clock to fit it all in. First in line for the Smith Charm offensive is Aggregate Industries, a Leicestershire quarrying company who have supported the band in the past.
Yes, you find this all right? Yes, fine. Do you want to come through?
Yes, that's very kind.
Peter is hopeful about his meeting with MD Colin Jenkins.
We're pleased to be, involved with the band because it's part of Leicestershire's heritage in a way, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
The fact you are obviously Coalville based is very important to us because we appreciate that being a part of the community, and it's nice to support local community-based organisations.
We've spent sort of the last 10 years or so really struggling on the uniform side.
Right.
And of course it has two effects. One is the presentation of the band, which is very important, and there's a morale thing as well. If you're well dressed, it helps with the performance. So with your generous offer to help with the uniform, we've contacted a company that's equally reduced the price a little, cost-wise for us, and then we've put the two together, and your help then will enable us to get a full 31 uniforms for the band.
Mission accomplished. Peter races off for his next meeting, while his son David and 4 friends from Desford arrive at Desford Primary School. They're looking for the band of the future.
Does anybody know how these instruments work? What do I need to do? I need to press these down. I think you're right, okay? No, there's still something missing, isn't there? Go on and demonstrate. What do I need to do? Excellent. Can we all try that? Did you hear what he did? No, hang on. Wait a minute. After 3, I want you all to make a very rude noise like that, okay? 1, 2, 3. What a fantastic sound. Now, Darren is standing looking hopeful with a funnel and a bit of hose pipe. Okay, let's hear it. Sounds like